sometimes being the studio manager, you have to make some hard decisions. And I remember when I was a studio manager of Sigma, and we had the new owner there, Mario Santoro, and we had all these studios in there, and one was being sub-leased. And Mario decided that he wanted everybody to be out of Sigma, and he was going to redo the place. So he told me, you need to talk to the guys that are in Studio 9 and tell them that they eventually have to move out. And it's not a comfortable thing since those guys had been in there for years. You know, they pay their rent and they were doing their production and everything was fine, but they were in the Sigma complex. So he told me, I need you to do this now. And I said, okay, I'll talk to him. It wasn't a comfortable topic to talk about. So when I saw the guys coming into the studio, because my office would look into the lobby and everybody has to go through the lobby to get to the studios. I saw, I think one of them. And I said, can you come in my office? I need to talk to you. And I told him, now the owner wants to, clear out the whole place because he has this other vision of what he's going to do with the place. And he said, what does that mean? And I said, it means that we're going to have to, maybe you're going to have to find another place in about a month because we're going to need to clear out that room. And he said, George, this is such short notice. I said, I'm sorry, but this is what I've been told. And, I if there's anything I could do to help you find another place, I'll help you. But this is what the owner is telling me to do. And he wasn't happy, he accepted it, but he wasn't happy about that. And then what happened is the two guys that worked in that room, they went and talked to the owner, and the owner said, "Oh, I didn't tell George to do that. No. You guys stay in there as long as you want." And then he just threw me under the bus, and he came to my office and he says, "I got to tell you, I know I told you to tell them that they got to leave, but I told them that they can stay." And I go, well, now it makes me look, not too good. And he says, well, that's all right. Just remember, I'll be standing behind you no matter what. I go, well, you didn't stand behind me doing this. So it was a really, really awkward situation. And I got to say, the working at Sigma was probably one of the hardest jobs I had to do with that owner because there was constant pressure put on me. It got to the point where I remember one day I was crying, not because I was sad. The pressure was so much, my eyes tears were coming out of it, and I didn't know what to do. So, when I stopped working at Sigma, it was actually a blessing in disguise. The 2-hour commute there and 2-hour commute back, and then dealing with an owner who really had no business being in the music industry at all, because he didn't understand how any of that worked. I remember telling him one time that, I sold some speakers and it was on a credit card, and a portion of the credit card, there was a fee involved. And he just went crazy because he never heard of a credit card charging for their services. And I go, no, that's how credit cards work. So I just had to explain to him how not just business worked, but everything worked. And he was a developer, and he was used to putting up buildings and that, and didn't understand the smaller things. But I thought this be an interesting story of being a studio manager, making a tough decision. And it's great if the owner is standing behind you. It is really bad when you just get thrown under the bus.